Hey everybody, Ryan Kiefer coming to you here from beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. Boy, do we have a great segment for you today. The one and only Mr. Barry Habib. Let's go see what he's up to. Barry,
man,
what's going on, man?
So good
to see you. You're looking well.
You look great, brother. It's great to be with you.
Yeah, thanks so much for being on. For those of you who might not know, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Barry Habib, mortgage legend, now a 3-time award winner of the Crystal Ball Award, Zillow, Pulseonomics, correctly able to forecast rates from last year. The only one nailed it. 10-year going down to 0.5%, mortgage rates dropping. No one else saw this coming, but you did.
Well, that's very, very kind of you. Yes, you know, the market's in flux right now, and a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen with real estate, where are interest rates going to go? Let's talk about that. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there.
Yeah.
But the news is really good. So.
Yeah, it is good. And I could stand out here all day, these beautiful boats in the background, and talk to you. Let's go check out the hottest new spot here in West Palm, Elizabeth's.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So Barry, we're talking a little bit before about being down here in beautiful South Florida.
Oh yeah.
Obviously a hot real estate market like the rest of the country. So what's going on recently? Should we be concerned a little bit about, interest rates, stock market? Is there a bubble of some sort coming?
A lot of people are talking about the rise in real estate prices and thinking about a bubble, but I don't see that at all. It's very different. When we had a bubble in 2007, there were 3.7 million units for sale. Today you've got about 1 million units for sale, but at the same time, the amount of households has increased by 8 million more households. The reason why prices have gone up so much is because there's just too much demand, not enough supply. You got to remember that demographics play a big role.
Right.
33 years ago, that's today's first-time home buyer. When you look at birth rates, they really started to explode. So guess what?
Right.
We haven't seen anything yet.
Right.
The next 3 years are going to include a lot more people coming to market to buy homes.
Right. We got more and more first-time home buyers coming in the market each year over the next 3 to 4 years, as you and I have both seen on the demographics and on the charts. So,
and another thing people worry about is affordability. This is the 7th most affordable market in history. So I wouldn't worry about affordability. I know it's hard to get into the housing market because of lack of inventory, but if you do, you will do very, very well because this is going to appreciate into the foreseeable future. You'll do well.
Now, interest rates recently, a little bit of pressure, which could affect affordability, obviously. Should we be concerned there?
You know what, you always want to be concerned because you want to try and get the best deal for you, and we've been spoiled. We've had some amazing interest rates. I think the stimulus that's coming in is causing fears of inflation. That drives rates up, but that's going to pass. That's going to wear off, just like all the other stimulus plans have. So we think that there's a good opportunity for rates to come back down to reasonably good levels below where they are now, either later this year or into 2022. When the masks come off, we think the supply chain gets alleviated, takes the burden off of inflation, and I think we'll start to see rates kind of calm down.
In longer term, you talk a lot about velocity of money and how that'll probably actually suppress inflation and suppress a little bit of growth and help keep a lid on rates.
Well, you're right, because what's happening now is you get the stimulus. So it's like a family that wants to buy a car. They go out and they buy that car, and that creates economic activity. But if you do it with a loan, what it does is it leaves you holding the debt, and that slows your ability to create economic activity. Same with the stimulus. Big pop initially, a little bit of inflation, but as it wears off, what's left is the debt. We're not printing money, thank God. We are in a position where we owe that money, so we have to pay the interest and the payments on those treasuries. That suppresses economic growth, as does technology. So inflation should remain pretty low, and interest rates look really good to me.
Yeah, they do. Well, you heard it here, folks. Still a great time to buy a house. Barry, great information, brother, as always.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you being on. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into that wonderful segment. We had one of the true masters of the business on, Mr. Barry Habib, gracious enough to spend some time with us. And until next time, cheers to your American dream.